Did you ever notice how men can look like they just rolled out of a dumpster and still manage to look attractive? I mean, come on. We live in a world that often seems to forget the beauty of men. It's as if they're hidden in plain sight, their charm unnoticed, and their attractiveness overlooked. But let's take a step back here and look at the everyday activities that make men, well, men. Consider their morning routine. For many men, it's a whirlwind of activity that would leave the rest of us in a daze. Yet, they emerge from the chaos, their hair tousled and shirt untucked, transformed into a vision of rugged attractiveness. It's a unique ability, one that adds a dash of charm to the everyday. And the best part? They do it all with a sense of humor. Even when they look like they've been in a wrestling match with their wardrobe, they shrug it off with a grin. So next time you see a man who looks like he's been in a wrestling match with his clothes, remember? That's just part of his charm. Have you ever visited a man's apartment and wondered if a tornado just swept through? Well, that's not messiness, it's a form of modern art. Now before you raise your eyebrows and shake your head, let's consider the beauty in this manly mess. It's a spectacle that often leaves us bewildered, but there's a certain charm in the way men organize, or should we say disorganize, their spaces. Imagine walking into a room and you see items strewn about in what appears to be a random pattern. There's a sock on the lampshade, a pile of books that doubles as a coffee table, and let's not even start on the layer of objects covering the actual table. It's like a treasure hunt without a map. But in this seemingly chaotic space, everything has its place. That's right. What we perceive as a mess is, in fact, a carefully orchestrated symphony of disorder. It's a reflection of the man's personality, his interests, his habits. The old pizza box from his favorite joint? It's not just garbage, it's a memento of a night spent with friends. The stack of books, magazines and DVDs? That's not clutter, it's a visual representation of his intellect and tastes. This manly mess is a form of self-expression, a unique display of individuality. It's a testament to a man's ability to find order in chaos, to create a space that is uniquely his own, a space that tells his story in a way that no words ever could. So ladies and gentlemen, the next time you find yourself navigating through a man's living space, don't just see the mess. Look beyond the surface, appreciate the artistry in the chaos, and remember each item, each mess, tells a story about the man who lives there. And above all, remember this, you're not just stepping over laundry or dodging a rogue shoe. No, you're walking through a personal art exhibit, a gallery of life experiences and personality traits displayed in the most unconventional yet intriguing way. The next time you're navigating through a man's living space, remember, you're not just stepping over laundry, you're walking through a personal art exhibit. Ever notice how a man's wardrobe consists mostly of shirts in different shades of blue? That's not lack of fashion sense, it's color dedication. Let's take a moment to appreciate the simplicity and beauty in men's fashion choices. A man's closet is an ode to practicality, a symphony of simplicity that sings, "Why complicate life?" It's a reflection of their decisiveness, their straight-to-the-point nature. Ironed or not, tucked in or not, it's all about the comfort, functionality, and of course the blues. The vast spectrum of blue, from navy to baby blue, mirrors their multifaceted personality, strong yet gentle, serious yet playful. It's like a visual representation of their soul, you see. And let's not forget those days when they surprise us with a pop of color, a daring leap from their comfort zone, only to retreat back to their beloved blues the very next day. So, ladies and gents, remember, when a man says he has nothing to wear, it means he's run out of blue shirts. So, ladies and gents, let's take a moment to appreciate the men in our lives. Wait, did I just say let's? I meant take a moment. You, not we. No let's here. Remember the unseen charms of manhood we discussed? The way they can make a mess look like a work of art, and the comedy that inevitably ensues when they try to decide what to wear. These everyday actions are part of what makes men so endearing and beautiful. Yes, I said beautiful. Men are beautiful. Not just in the chiseled jaw, six-pack abs kind of way, but in their actions, their quirks, their strengths, their vulnerabilities. Men in all their glorious manliness are a source of joy, laughter, and sometimes confusion, but always beauty. So let's change our lenses and start seeing the beauty in the everyday actions of men. Next time you encounter a man in his natural habitat, remember, you're not just looking at a guy. You're observing a beautifully unappreciated species. Now go forth and appreciate.